Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's me again, and today I am drawing one of my OCs. I've drawn her before. Her name is Anais, and she is this character I created a while ago. It started out as me and my roommate messing with one of our other roommates, and somehow turned into like a really great idea. And she's this half Japanese, half African American character, and she is the sweetest thing with a short temper. But she wouldn't hurt a fly. Like she'll talk smack, but she won't actually do it. And her family, they are interesting because their dad comes from like this, gang, and then their mom comes from like the Yakuza. Like they're in America, and they want a better life. Like they want to help protect their neighborhood, but they don't want to be like gangsters, but people, send the worst out of people. So they use that to their advantage. So they're like, let us be the people they think we are. And so they kind of become these like false bad guys in reality just to protect their neighborhood and community and to help it grow. And the mom and dad, they come like from families, like two different families. The mom's Japanese, the dad's African American, and they come together to help protect their community because there's a lot of like tension and everything. And so they come together, and she's their daughter, and something happens and they die when she's a kid. And so it's up to her to take up the mantle of appearing to be a beast, this scary person that doesn't have any mercy for anyone or sympathy, so that when people who are these monsters, they think twice. They're like, oh, I can't go through this stuff. So they put on these personas, and the people in their neighborhood know that they're actually good people, that they're actually protecting them, but they allow for this facade because it keeps away scarier people. And the whole story of hers that eventually I'll get to drawing is her struggle, because she's really this really nice person, and she likes baking and wearing really frilly kimonos, but she can't, because if any of that like gets out, then it's like, oh, she's weak. She's just another girl, and she has to take up this responsibility at like a young age because her parents die, and people are like trying to come in and destroy their neighborhood and their community that they've worked so hard to build and protect. And so she has to become this person that seems intimidating and scary, but really she's the nicest person ever. And the star Anaises, I know like it doesn't actually look like a star Anais, but I wanted them to look more like a star, so I gave them fewer points. And like that's the katana her dad had made for her, and it's a really interesting story I came up with. And it's the tattoos on her, they're not real tattoos. She has these two aides / bodyguards who help her, and like one of them draws them on her, and it's to spread the rumor of like, oh, she's this big bad scary gangster, don't mess with her. Like all those Starry and East tattoos, each one's for like a kill, a confirmed kill or whatever. But she's just a normal girl that wants to fall in love, but she has to be this big bad scary person. And it's interesting, that's why the red ribbon, ribbon of fate, red string, because she just wants to be happy and help out her community. And the storyline is interesting because you get to like watch her struggle with like having to be this person that she's not naturally inclined to be, but she's willing to be for the people she cares about, and they understand that this isn't who she really is. So people in her community, when they see her, they're like, oh hey, how are you doing, how was jam? She can't be like, oh thank you. She's like, and on the inside she's like, oh so sweet. And For drawing it, it was interesting. It was a lot of line work. Like when I was sketching her, I was trying to make sure that there was some muscle definition. Like you'd tell that she isn't just scrawny, like she's got muscles and all that. But it's for a guy, it's not like unheard of to see like a bunch of muscles drawn on them. But like for girls, it's like a little more rare because most of the time when people are drawing girls, they're very delicate. So it was like interesting trying to look up references and like try to not make her too masculine, but to like show that she's not just squishy squish soft or too like skinny or anything. But yeah, and then there was like a line that I had for her hand that later I like take away. And the kimono, at first I wasn't sure what color I wanted to make it, and at first I did like a blue filler and then switched it to like a purple, and then I kind of like ended up liking the purple and kept it, because at first I was like, maybe I'll like pick a design or something, or a color more better suited, but the purple ended up being perfect, and it kind of goes with the whole theme of like fate and destiny. And for the kimono to like help show the shadowing and not having to worry about like the gradient for such a large area, although like I struggled for a minute to get the gradient how I want it, and I did words. I do that circular gradient to like help with the shading, like show how it like fades to darker, and then I do like the more detailed shadowing, so I didn't have to worry about such a large area of shadowing. And I kind of go with like a medium shadowing, like I don't do like a super heavy shadowing for the gradient, so that those more detailed shadowing comes through. And then to like ease up a bit, I erase like some of them so that just so it fades better into it and it's not so like right there. And it was kind of like interesting trying to think about lighting and the effect, and like it took a minute for me to find a texture that went well with it, because like you have to like find one that isn't just a solid color and is actual like just the lines and stuff, and I kind of like finick with it to get it to look how I want and mess with it a little bit. And then at first I wasn't sure, like, okay, what am I gonna do with this sword? I hadn't really drawn many, and somehow I ended up adding a glow effect to it, and I liked it. I'm not really sure where the idea came from, but I was like, why don't I try this, like, to help show it shining? And I was like, putting it on one side like helped highlight it, and then I was like, oh wait, that looks like really good and good to the other side, and I just went with it. It was kind of interesting like to do the tattoos, because like at first I had to adjust them so they didn't look so much like her skin tone, and like darkened them up a bit because I wasn't sure, like, I want to go lighter, I want to go a different tint. I ended up going darker, and then I wanted to also shade them because, you know, they're on her. And it was interesting because like you want to try to make them stand out but on their own and not just there. And then the background was interesting because I wasn't really sure what I wanted for it, and somehow I got stuck in Dawn. I like, you know, try a few things and see what they fit. Like, a lot of my digital art is a process. For my traditional art, I have to like think it through, but that's what I really like about my digital art. I can just go from a sketch, have this vague idea of what I want, and it turns it into something completely unexpected. Like, I knew I wanted dragons, and I found a couple of brushes. Like, the really good thing about clip studios that have all these assets, like all these brushes and all kinds of things that you can get from and download that people have uploaded, or even Clip Studio has done, and they upload them and you can download them and use them in your art, or buy them, because most of them are free, but there's some you buy. And I really liked how this one looked. Like, I tried out a couple different dragon brushes. I wasn't sure if I wanted to attempt to draw a dragon, but I was like kind of took it out after like dealing with her. Like, I don't want to put too much emphasis on the background, and it turned out really good. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel like, and I hope to see you guys again soon, and I hope you really liked it. Bye!